Hi everyone, my name is Jenna. I am an energy healing practitioner and teacher, and here I am to share with you encouraging messages, encouraging ideas, and intuitive song transmissions to help you shift the energy of what you're experiencing that maybe you don't want into what it is that you do want. And today I want to share something a little special. So I was a part of an author collective of a book called Unchained Goddess that recently was launched. And I wanted to share a little bit about my perspective because it may be a little bit of a unique one. So this book, The Unchained Goddess, is actually a collection of 9 different Black authors from around the world, sharing our messages, sharing maybe our mission, and how we have kind of released the chains. And from my perspective, I noticed with working with myself and others, a lot of themes that come up have been generational energies that have gotten passed down. And so for me, breaking of those chains for both myself and others has been to focus on that energy and clearing that energy of what has gotten passed down through the generations, as well as my own. So as an energy healing practitioner, I come at this generational healing from a different perspective, and there are many perspectives that one can take, but I noticed with my clients and with myself that going in as an energetic detective and noticing what is causing current feelings of discomfort, of maybe even more than discomfort, of pain, of suffering, that's some of that, and it could be a bulk of that depending on what you have going on, could actually not necessarily be yours. It could have come down through your family lineages. And so for me, I view energy healing as a way to empower oneself, because the energy will often play out what it is, and in the world and in our daily lives, we experience what kind of is out there as a mirror. So when we're feeling those feelings of being really confident, feeling good in ourselves, being really happy, that's often coming from energy within that is out there and mirroring back to us. And then those moments when we're feeling, a bit down, or feeling doubtful of ourselves, or even feeling inner like hate and anger without knowing it, not consciously, but it plays out, and then it starts coming back and almost spitting back to us that energy, and we think, well, what's going on here? It must be that person or that thing or that situation. It's not me. And my perspective is not to flip it and say, oh, it's my fault, like everything's my fault, but see it as an empowerment and as something to notice that you can actually shift and not even focus on what's happening out there, but focus on you. So in this chapter, I explore an experience that I had as a young person and how that left me with some limiting beliefs about who I was and my capability. And in overcoming that, I did that through energy work. So some of those feelings of worthiness that I had within my energy often came from generational energies past that then were projected out into my world and my reality. And until I realized how that worked and how I could shift that from within, I was miserable. I didn't know how to change my circumstances. And so in this book, I share how I've done that for myself and others. And these other 8 women share how they have overcome their experiences of disempowerment or struggle and how they triumphed over that. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for something really inspiring, and it doesn't matter necessarily if you're a Black person or not. The experiences may be unique to a Black woman in a certain place at a certain time, but the stories, even as I was reading them, the stories really reached out to me, and I felt myself identifying with them. And I know that other people who are not necessarily Black have read these stories and have really identified with some of the challenges and even the triumphs that these women and I have gone through. So what I wanted to do is actually bring through an intuitive song transmission that speaks to unchaining that energy. So releasing some of that generational energy that can hold us back unknowingly from who it is that we really are and what we're here to create now. So while we may have been carrying these energetic burdens, once we realize and can shift those, we can start embodying more of who we really are. And that's really exciting because all of us have amazing gifts and abilities to share. And now is the time. Now is the time. It's time to ignite those. It's time to share them. It's time to be and feel and love who you are. So here we go. I'm going to walk you through a little exercise. So think about something in your life that feels kind of like a chain. Something that's holding you down, holding you back. It doesn't have to be obviously like literal. So it could be a sense of self-doubt, for example. Maybe that self-doubt, you're not sure where it comes from. It feels really deep. Maybe you can't think of a situation or maybe a traumatic experience where that doubt was created. You don't have to know where it came from, but think about what that is, just briefly. And then we're going to switch it. So instead of that self-doubt or whatever it is, for example, what do you want to feel instead? How do you want to feel instead? So maybe instead of self-doubt, it's courage. Maybe it's confidence. I don't know. Think about what that is for you. And we're going to try to get into our heart space and amplify this energy of what we want to create. So tap into that feeling. So maybe it's courage or something else. And once you've kind of dialed in to that feeling, whatever it is for you, you're going to intend, or even sense that energy being sent out from your heart. So almost like a firework or an explosion in a way of like energy going out around from front and back of your heart space. You're going to kind of turn up the dial, almost like the volume on a radio station, turn up the music volume. And when you've got that, I'm gonna bring through this intuitive song transmission to anchor in the energy of what it is that you want to create instead of what you're experiencing. Okay, here we go. Tamanatu, kamantanalama, tamanatu, yama, uwe, yamanatu, ya, uwe, yamaya, amanatu, amataya, watala, uwe, chamakaya, maya, aya, uwe, ama, aya, uwe, ya, maya, aya, uwe, ya, maya, uwe, ya, maya, uwe, ya, uwe, ya, uwe, aya, uwe, ya, uwe, ya, maya, uwe, ya, uwe, ya, mama, uwe. So how are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit lighter? Are you feeling, I don't know, a little bit less burdened perhaps here? Let me know. You can leave a comment below about what you experience and share it so that others can see what they can experience as well. You can also share this with somebody you feel could benefit from it. Feel free to like this channel, like this video, subscribe to my channel. And I just want to wish you the best wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. And bye for now.